increasing production of Caesar self-propelled howitzers, artillery shells including long-range, electronic warfare equipment and armored vehicles. That's what the president of Ukraine spoke about with the representative of French defense industry companies. Ukraine and France signed a license agreement on the creation of ammunition production facilities. The parties announced plans to open a center for servicing and repairing French equipment in Ukraine and to use 3D printing technology to manufacture spare parts.
Ukraine appreciates all the support provided by France since the first days of this terrible war. This is support for our defense at the front, the defense of our cities against Russian strikes and global pressure on Russia for this illegal war. Together with France, we cooperate a lot politically, both bilaterally and in the European Union. We value our economic cooperation with France and agreements in particular on the joint production of weapons.
With the help of allies, Ukraine will be able to set up its own production of modern weapons in the next few years. Experts believe this will allow Kyiv to solve the main task: provide the Ukrainian Defence Forces with uninterrupted supplies of weapons.
Firstly, Ukraine will not need to ask anyone for weapons in the near future. It will be produced at home. Secondly, if these enterprises for the production of weapons will be joined, it has to be covered from the air, meaning that the area of closed skies over Ukraine will expand.
The process of creating new facilities for the production of modern weapons is not simple, and it will take some time before they are launched. Because of Russia's war against Ukraine, plans to expand production capacity for new types of weapons are already being implemented in the European Union.
The process of creating new facilities for the production of modern weapons is not simple, and it will take some time before they are launched. Because of Russia's war against Ukraine, plans to expand production capacity for new weapons are already being implemented. Europe has now come to the realization that more weapons need to be produced. None of the countries in the world, except for Russia and China, had no stockpiles of weapons, because no one was preparing for war. The world has realized it is necessary to arm, to build new military enterprises, investing huge amounts of money. Therefore, it is quite possible that there may be many new defense enterprises in Ukraine in a couple of years, not only in Europe and the United States.
Meanwhile, the Finnish Defence Forces Command believes that the experience of using Western weapons in Ukraine is very valuable for manufacturers. For example, Finland supplies Ukraine not only with conventional weapons, but also with the latest innovations of the Finnish defense industry. Some of them are at the development stage. And while American and European defense contractors are trying to restart or increase production, South Korea is confidently becoming a key flagship of the military industry. Thus, thanks to innovations, the South Korean company Hanwha Aerospace was able to increase export profits by 11 times. The company produces conventional weapons and armored vehicles only many times faster and cheaper due to uninterrupted production lines.
Hanwha can assemble its flagship K9 howitzer in about 180 days, 2 to 3 times faster than its competition. With lower overhead, its products are also cheaper. The K9 costs around $3.5 million, about half to one-third the price of global competitors. These are advantages shared across the domestic industry in South Korea. From Bloomberg.
The Ukrainian Defense Ministry also introduced direct contracting with global arms manufacturers. Deputy Defense Minister Dmytro Klimenkov has said. According to him, this will allow the Ukrainian Defense Forces to receive modern weapons directly from manufacturers and will contribute to a faster and more efficient modernization of the Ukrainian armed forces. Reported by Anastasia Tarnavska, Victoria Smirnova, UATV News.